Live from Wintershide Stadium on the campus of Archbishop Shaw High School in Marrero, Crescent City Sports is proud to bring you Louisiana High School baseball. Tonight it's Game 1 of a best-of-3 series in Division II Select as the Archbishop Shaw Eagles play host to the Lafayette Christian Academy Knights. And a pleasant good evening to you, Ken Trahan, joined by Kenny Forsang. We're on a beautiful evening for baseball on the West Bank as we get set for Game 1 of this outstanding series. Evenly matched teams coming in. Don't pay attention to the records. These teams are considerably better than their records. Lafayette Christian is 14-15 overall, but they play in a very difficult, tough league and play a very tough schedule. Archbishop Shaw is 14-18, but the Eagles started 1-12. They've won 10 of their last 12 games. And, of course, early on this season, they played nothing but 5A powers, and they grew up in the process. Kenny, obviously, these are two good programs, two fairly evenly matched teams, and two teams that have new coaches. Chad Foray in his first year at Archbishop Shaw, and Austin Robichaux in his second year at Lafayette Christian.
Well, both the coaches do a great job. Both those coaches do a great job of putting their kids in position to get ready for playoffs. They play a tougher schedule. They play up. And anytime you do that, you're preparing your team to face better teams, better pitching, guys that run faster, and you get them ready for playoff competition.
Of course, the weather is fantastic. And when you think of these two schools, Kenny, you can't help but think about football because of the unbelievable success these teams have had in that particular sport. Archbishop Shaw, a state champion in football in 1987 under Hank Tierney, who's back here now as the head football coach, and they had five runner-up finishes in football. And then Lafayette Christian, most recently, they won 4 straight state championships in football in both Division 4 and Division 3 from 2017 to 2020. And they were state runner-ups in 2021 and 2022. So phenomenal football programs, but really good in baseball too. More on that in a moment. But now we'll pause as we get set for the prayer and then the national anthem.
God our Father, help us to put forth our best effort to represent our schools with class, to respect our opponents, and to grow as disciples of your Son, Jesus. Keep us safe from injury and harm through the intercession of Our Lady, the mother of your Son and our mother, Jesus. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. St. John Bosco, very helpful Christian. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Along with Kenny Forsang, Masters, Utzler, and Fisher, Ken Trahan with you as we get set for the start of this one. Let's give you the starting lineups for Game 1 of this series. First of all, for the Knights of Lafayette Christian, the number 9 seed, under the direction of Austin Robichaux. Leading off in center field is Cooper Martin. Batting second, the pitcher is Cohen Elkins. Hitting third, the DH, Aiden Welch. Cleanup hitter, shortstop, Caden Bentley. Batting fifth, the catcher, Mason Hidalgo. Hitting sixth at third base is Kerry Amon. Batting seventh at first base, Jacob Moody. Hitting eighth in right field, Grant Porsche. Batting ninth in left field will be Ashton Celestine. Playing second base, not batting, is Wyatt Menard. Top three, Martin, Elkins, Welch. Middle three, Bentley, Hidalgo, Amon. Bottom three, Moody, Porsche, and Celestine. And Kevin Richard is on the mound. And for the Shaw Eagles, under the direction of Chad Foray, a Shaw graduate, himself and former player. Leading off at second base, Jace LaCava. It's Cameron Maroney Bolden at shortstop. Dalton Davidson at first base. Cleanup hitter right fielder Julian Clarks. Batting fifth, the third baseman Nathan Billiot. Blair Mills, the catcher, hits sixth. Hayden Perkle in center field. Batting seventh, it's Austin Amadio in left field hitting eighth. Gavin Richard, the pitcher, will hit ninth. Top three, LaCava, Maroney, Bolden, and Davidson. Middle three, Clarks, Billiot, and Mills. Bottom three, Perkle, Amadio, and Richard. And on the mound, it's the left-hander Gavin Richard. And Kenny, he's a guy that he doesn't throw hard. He's got a good curveball, changeup. He's going to pitch to contact, and he's pretty good at throwing strikes.
Well, he's going to keep the hitters off balance, hopefully stay ahead of the count, and then he can throw his location, his pitch, and make them hit his pitch.
Well, he's a slot receiver on the football team, obviously a guy that is a very good competitor. A lot of two-sport stars on this Shaw team that play baseball and football. And, of course, football certainly bodes well for baseball, makes it tough, obviously, and they've got a great coach in Hank Tierney, a very good baseball coach in Chad Foray. Eagles defensively will have Amadio left, Perkle center, and Clarks in right field. It's Billiot at third with Maroney Bolden short, LaCava second, Davidson first. Mills is the catcher, Richard on the mound. We're just about set for baseball. We'll tell you about the weather coming up. It's awfully good. We can tell you that Brother Martin has defeated Bird 14-3 in 5 innings to force a third and deciding game in that series in Select Division 1 at Kirsch-Rooney Stadium. Lenny Van Gilder will have coverage of that. Ready to go here. Leading it off, Cooper Martin, lefty-lefty battle. 407 hitter, 3 homers, 23 driven in. And the first pitch of the game is on the way. And it just missed away for ball one. We're underway at 5:57, or a few minutes early. 1-0 the count. Thought we might be slightly late as the Knights were kind of late arriving, but we're starting early. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And a swing and a fly ball in right center field. Center fielder back. That's carrying, and it is up against the wall. Rounding second, on his way to third is Martin, and he is going to be standing with a leadoff triple. Well, Cooper Martin is the best player on the Knights team. We were just talking, Coach Robichaux, about that. Now you know why he's hitting 407. He put a real charge into that one, Kenny.
Well, and he got fooled on the pitch. That was off his front foot, and he kind of wristed it. And he wristed it about 355 feet to deep right center field.
So a great start, runner third, nobody out for the Knights. Here's Cohen Elkins, the pitcher, 260. He's driven in 17 runs. Grounded to third, looked the runner back, good play, throw him out. That's Billiot, handled it perfectly for the first out. Runner stranded at third with 1 out.
And that was interesting. I didn't see it before the pitch, but the third baseman was way in on the grass, and the ball was right at him. So it turned out to be an easy play. He checked the runner at third and then threw to first.
You've coached here a lot. This is a slow infield, so playing in will not hurt you.
No, not at all.
Here's Aiden Welch, the DH, 217, 15 driven in, and a swing and a foul out of play right side. It's 0-1 on the designated hitter, Aiden Welch. He's just a freshman. Boy, he doesn't look like it, does he?
No, indeed.
Wide open stands right side. From the stretch, Richard elects to work. Here it comes. And that's a slow breaking ball missing away. Ball and a strike, straight up defensively. It's 3:15 down the lines here. Winterscheid, 340 to the gaps, 365 to straightaway center. Off speed is high. It's 2-1. That's the changeup. They'll throw.
Just missed a little bit off the plate and up a little bit, but he's got to find himself a little bit.
Doesn't want to be up with the velocity's not big. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and that is a strike over the inside edge to make it 2-2. The weather conditions, well, couldn't be much better. Sunny skies, 82 degrees, and the wind is out of the northwest at 5. It's really not a factor here. 2-2 the count. Runner third, 1 out. Ready, the next one. Ground ball third again. That's going to get deep in through the shortstop for a base hit. Run scores, and it's 1-0 Lafayette Christian. Well, that's a case where playing in burned him because third baseman would have had a play and he'd been back. Of course, the run would have scored anyway if you're breaking on contact, Kenny.
Right, exactly, and that's the chance you take in playing that third baseman in, and it just really opens up a couple of spots for a slow ground ball to get through.
Base hit Welch, drives in his 16th. Here's Caden Bentley at 276. He's driven in 11. Swinging a line drive, base hit left center field. Runner was going. He's going to try for third. There's the throw. It's in time. He's out at third base on an 8-5 put out. Excellent throw by Aiden Perkle to get Aiden Welch.
That's a great play right there by the center fielder. Came up and threw a seed, one-hop bullet to the third baseman. And he did a good job of moving a step or two to his left, coming back and making a tag.
So 2 outs and a runner at first. And here is Mason Hidalgo, the catcher. 272 hitter with 9 driven in. Ready the pitch. That is a strike called. It's 0-1.
Now that last hitter did a great job. He stayed back on that ball and hit it back through the middle. That's how you have to hit somebody that doesn't throw real hard.
On 0-1. Move to first. Runner dives back in. Lafayette Christian will run. Numbers suggest that. There's a swing and a pop-up. Should end the inning. Who wants it? The second baseman or the shortstop? The shortstop, Maroney Bolden, squeezes it, inning over with a run on 3 hits, no errors, 1 left. Heading to the bottom of the first, it's Lafayette Christian 1 and Archbishop Shaw to the plate. Well, defense certainly came up big for Shaw there to keep them out of a big inning.
Absolutely. And again, the off-speed pitches had all of their hitters except one off their front foot, kind of reaching for the ball. And let's see if the second time around, if the Lafayette Christian hitters can make an adjustment on that velocity.
Knights take to the field. And the defensive alignment has Celestine left, Martin center, Portion right. It's Amon at third, Bentley short, Menard second, and Moody first. Hidalgo doing the catching, and on the mound is the right-hander Cohen Elkins. Elkins is 4-4 with a 3.38 earned run average. On the season, Elkins takes his warm-up tosses, 54 innings pitched, and Elkins has gotten the job done in good fashion. His ERA is actually 1.94 to be specific, 1.94. 54 innings, he's fanned 53. Tell us about Elkins and what you heard and what you see, Kenny.
Well, he's going to be probably low to mid-80s, but the thing important for him is he comes from 2 different angles. He'll throw a fastball and a slider, kind of sidearm, or a low 3/4, and then he'll come over the top with his fastball, his changeup, and a good curveball. So, he's got a good mixture, and I got to believe if he can throw all 5 of his pitches like that over the plate, he's going to be tough to beat.
Finishing up his warm-up tosses. Knights are in their pinstripe look. It's a navy blue, red pinstripe look, white numerals trimmed in red. 2-tone caps, red caps, blue bills. Archbishop Shaw in their home pinstripes as well, with the familiar Kelly green numerals, stockings, and caps.
Classic look.
First pitch is a strike call to Jace LaCava. It's a senior at 382 homers and 18 RBI, one of many 2 sports stars for the Eagles. Open stands from the right side is LaCava, 0-1. Fastball buzzed him right around the letters, and it's 1-1.
What I like so far is both of these pitches already. This pitcher has shown that he's going to come inside.
1-1. Just missed away. It's 2-1. He changes angles. He changes speeds, and he changes the speed of his delivery. So not easy to time Cohen Elkins.
No, and he'll also take more time between one pitch, less time between one pitch.
Swinging a fly ball pretty well to right field. Right fielder back, try, roll, it's gone! Home run for Chase LaCava. Hits it over the volcanic side. This game is tied 1-1.
Now, we were just talking with Coach Robichaux before the game, saying how the ball doesn't carry here.
He probably thinks I'm a liar about right now.
I mean, the triple carried.
It did.
That ball I thought was a pop-up, got out of here. So the wind must be doing funny things out there today.
Tied at 1, and here's Cameron Maroney Bolden swinging a foul back. He had a rip. 287 hitter, no homers, and 8 driven in for Maroney Bolden. Cam is a junior, 5'10", 165. The 0-1 breaking ball missed away. So the count is even at a ball and a strike. Sign given. 1-1. Swinging a foul at the end of the bat, a breaking ball, and it's 1-2.
Now that was the same pitch that he just missed the outside on. Came back and caught a little bit more at the plate. And the hitter did a good job of fouling that off.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And the next one to Maroney Bolden is fouled out of play right side. Watch the car. Thank you. Holding at 1-2.
No, wait. They'll let you park in here? I had to park on the West Bank Expressway.
You got to know your way around, buddy. You should. You've been here a lot. 1-2 the count. Here's another pitch. Beat up the middle. That's a base hit. Maroney Bolden singles to center. What a start for the Eagles offensively. Both teams swinging it well early on.
Well, good piece of hitting right there. That was a breaking pitch, and he just waited on it and drove it right through the middle.
And now here's Dalton Davidson. 293 hitter with a home run and 10 driven in. 6 foot, 172-pound sophomore. These are 2 younger teams with very good futures. Check of the runner. With speed, the pitch. Swinging a pop-up. Left side, left fielder. Celestine has a beat on it. Puts it away with one hand for out number 1. Davidson retired on 1 pitch. And then we'll get Julian Clarks to the plate. Julian at 279. He has 3 home runs, 23 runs driven in. Julian, a senior at 6'2", 215. Closed stance left side. You don't see that stance very much anymore.
No, not at all. And as a pitcher, I try and go inside and see if he can catch up with my fastball.
Down a ball. Maroney Bolden bluff did not go, and it's 1-0. Maroney Bolden, 13 stolen bases, second on this team. With a lead, checked by Elkins. Pitch on the way. That is a strike over the outside corner at the knees, and it's 1-1.
That was a good changeup right there. Good pitch.
1 ball and 1 strike. Another. Runner goes, pitches high, throw down is in time, and he is out at second base. Quick release. Bentley took the short-off throw beautifully and put the tag on Maroney Bolden for out number 2.
Well, now both teams have had a runner thrown out in the first inning. One at third and one trying to steal second now. So, payback.
Swinging a foul back. Clark's a good cut at a fastball right out over the plate.
Yes, that pitch has got to be down or a little more off the plate.
Two. Swinging a hard hit ball fair into the left field corner. How big is that stolen base now? That didn't happen. Clark's to second. Runner would have scored for sure from first, but Clark with a double. Julian ignites this club third hit of the inning.
Now, I noticed the pitcher that time didn't give him a leg kick. He almost did like a glide step from the windup and was just much quicker to the plate. Hitter did a good job of not getting fooled by all that. 7th double of the year for Clarks, and here is Nathan Billiot, the third baseman. 234 hitter, no homers, 13 driven in. Swinging a smash to third, knocked down by Amon, picks it up and throws and gets the speedy Billiot for the out. Hard hit ball, inning over with a run on 3 hits. No errors, 1 left. 2 very similar innings here. We're tied at 1 after 1. Well, it's off to a good start, Kenny. This looks like exactly what we expected. Well, you know, it could come down to, by the way this first inning has started, the team with the ball last, you know. Both teams with similar innings. Each team hit the ball hard, had 3 hits, lost a runner on the bases, and scored just 1 run. Right, and that's, you know, for Lafayette Christian, that's how you got to come in when you're the away team. You got to come in and be a little bit more aggressive and try and, you know, make things happen. And Shaw did a great job of responding to Lafayette Christian's run. So it'll be interesting.
Back to the mound. Gavin Richard, he only threw 11 pitches in the first. 8 were strikes. Defense helped him.
He reminds me so much of a guy I played against.
You on air right now?
A guy I played against, Paul Mancuso, who pitched here at Shaw.
Yeah, well, that was really good pitcher. Left-handed pitcher, of course, for Archbishop Shaw and the University of New Orleans. They were really, really good. Just outstanding. So, just very impressive. So, outstanding. Crescent can't go anywhere. He's got people looking for his autograph and everything. What are you doing? Jeez.
I don't know. It seems like I played either with or against half the city of New Orleans.
In all likelihood. It's Kerry Amon to lead it off, the third baseman. Right-handed swinger. Amon stands in. Richard always works from the stretch. The pitch. Swinging a pop-up into short left center field. Who wants it? The center fielder has a beat on it. Perkle puts it away. 1 pitch, 1 out. Had him off stride a little bit, and that's the key for Gavin Richard.
Absolutely. He's ahead of the count. He's throwing strikes, and he's making these guys hit his pitch.
One gone. And here's Jacob Moody at 312 with 9 driven in. Moody, a senior. Richard 4-4 with a 3.38 earned run average coming in. That's down for a ball. It is 1-0.
He has a great 12-6 curveball.
Both pitchers 4-4 coming in. The 1-0 pitch. Off speed high, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Swinging a ground ball to third. Off the glove of Billiot. And the throw to first is high. And he's safe. So that's got to be an error on the third baseman to allow the runner to reach.
Yes, it should.
So Moody reaches with 1 out. And that will bring Grant Force to the plate, the right fielder, at 244, 3 homers and 17 RBI. Check of the runner. Pitch just missed the outside edge. Pretty good pitch, 1-0.
You know, like we were talking a little bit earlier about, these pitchers are both 4-4, but who did they lose to? You know, how good of a team did they lose to early in the year when they were playing all that tough competition?
Off speed, beat hard, right side. Nice play. Throw to second out. Outstanding play by Jace LaCava. Going toward the hole. Makes the play, wheels and deals a strike to Marity Bolden to get the lead runner for out number 1.
That was a shock to me. I didn't think he had a chance that the guy at second was going to pull up and take the guy at first, but turns around and makes a great throw to the shortstop and second base. Great play.
1 out, a runner first. Off-speed strike call to Ashton Celestine, a 235 hitter with 17 driven in. Celestine, a sophomore. Swings and hits it straight up. It should be playable. The pitcher wants it. And making the catch in foul territory is Richard. And the inning is over with no runs and no hits, 1 error, 1 stranded. That's 2 left for the Knights. We're on to the bottom of the second. Tied at 1. That's something you love seeing as a pitcher. You want the ball, don't you?
Absolutely, and he did a great job of calling the catcher off. The catcher, and he may have caught the ball, but the catcher has to turn and face the bleachers because that ball is coming back from him. That was going to be a much tougher catch for him because the ball was going away from him with the way he was facing. So it's a good job for the pitcher to come in and call him off. Great job by the pitcher.
And high school baseball in Crescent City Sports is brought to you by the Lamarck Motor Company in Kenner. Lamarck Lincoln is the only Lincoln Black Label dealership in the market. It's more than ownership, it's membership. Must be a reason. Back to the mound is Cohen Elkins. To work in the bottom of the second of a 1-1 game to Blair Mills, Hayden Perkle, and Austin Amadio for the Eagles. Great setting here. Really good crowd for a Friday evening. in Marrero, and they're still coming in.
Yeah, it's the trouble with 6 o'clock games. There's still people getting off of work.
Here we go in the bottom of the second. Blair Mills at 185. No homers, 10 driven in for Blair. A junior, good size, 6'2", 200 pounds. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, 0-1.
See, that front shoulder flew open on that breaking pitch. Instead of keeping that front shoulder closed and driving that pitch back up through the middle.
No balls and a strike. And strike 2 call. 0-2. Quickly ahead, Elkins, and a swing and a miss. Breaking ball got him for out number 1. Good sequence of pitches there by Cohen Elkins.
No question, and that was a breaking ball off the edge of the plate. But with 2 strikes, he had a swing at it because it was close enough to be called a strike.
1 gone. Here's Aiden Verkel, the center fielder, at 261. No homers and 10 driven in. Right-handed hitter. The pitch, and he hit him in the back.
Ouch.
Verkel got one between the ones, and he heads to base number 1 with 1 out.
I used to hate hitting batters, and I used to hate getting hit when I did bat.
Runner at first, 1 out. Here's Austin Amadio, the left fielder. 087, no homers and 6 driven in. As he strides to the plate. Here's Amadio from the right side. Runner away from first. Stretch, pitch, shows bunt, took a strike call.
Interesting, bunting with 1 out.
0-1. Back in right side. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Throw to second, and he is safe at second base. Picked a breaking ball to run on. Another quick release by Hidalgo. He gets rid of it quickly. Made it close, but he's safe.
He made that a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. It was a curveball down, and he came up 1 hop second base, and it wasn't bang play, but it was pretty close.
Oh, 2 pitch. Breaking ball down and out, 1-2.
Good job by the catcher getting out there and blocking that ball.
And the pitch is a swing and a miss. Catcher has to dig it out of the dirt. Throws to first. Steps on the bag for the out, but the runner will go to third. So good base running by Perkle. Gets him to third. Amadio strikes out for out number 2. And now the pitcher Gavin Richard trying to help himself here. A 224 hitter, no homers, and 4 driven in.
Well, that first baseman had about a 48-inch jump there to catch that ball. Did a good job of coming down on the base for the out.
The pitch. Check swing, pop up, first base side, dive, but no catch by Moody.
Great effort by that young man.
Very much so. No balls. And a strike. Richard back in. Check of the runner. Squared the bunt, and he tried to poke it. Third base side, but missed it. And it's 0-2. Obviously bunting for a hit.
Right.
But coming up empty.
Right. Just missed the ball. Had his bat out there ready to bunt it, and just went after it and missed it.
No balls and 2 strikes. And he's high. Tried to climb the ladder. A bit too high, though, and it's 1-2. Elevating the eyes of the hitter.
Now, I'm guessing he's coming back something some breaking pitch.
On 1-2. Check of the runner third. Pitch on the way. Pokes it toward third. Amon has it. Long throw across the diamond. He beat it. And a run scores. And the Eagles take a 2-1 lead on the infield hit by Gavin Richard. The pitcher legged it out. Kenny, he got down the line.
No question about it. He could have jogged down that line thinking he was out. But he had in his mind, I got to beat this so we score the run, and did a good job of hustling for the Eagles.
And we'll get a runner at first base. It's going to be Carson Dalton who'll run at first. So Dalton runs at first. For Richard, there's Jace LaCava, who homered to start the bottom of the first. Swing and a miss. Throw him a breaking ball. LaCava's home run was his third of the season. Down and out a ball, and it's 1-1.
Pitched a little bit more carefully here than he did earlier. Did a fastball on the outside part of the plate, and a right-handed hitter hit it over the right field fence.
And a check. The pitch. Checked on a ball down and out. Runner breaks for second. Throw there. It's close. He's out again. On a 2-6 putout. Boy, Hidalgo has a very quick release and a good arm, and he's gone down 2 already. That was a down read by Dalton, the courtesy runner, but just a really good play by Hidalgo to get his man at second. The Eagles take the lead with a run on a hit. No errors, nobody left. We've played 2, Shaw 2, Lafayette Christian 1.
Well, you know, that was a good read by the courtesy runner. Nothing wrong with that. It's just the catcher did a great job of blocking the ball, keeping it in front of him by about 5 or 10 feet, and then jumping out there, hustling after it, and throws him out at second base. Great baseball.
So it's on to the third. It's 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. 1 left for Shaw. It's 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left for Lafayette Christian. And here in the third, Richard back to work. Will face the top of the order. Martin, Elkins, and Welch for the Knights. Only 19 pitches in 2 innings for Richard. Very low total.
That's the way to do it.
He's ready to go to work here in the third. Cooper Martin starts, and he tripled to the wall his first time up. Up in Shreveport in Division 1. Number 4, Captain Shreve. Number 13, Rummel. No score, top of the third in that matchup. Game 1 of that series. John Curtis, incredibly impressive in their 2-game sweep of St. Paul's. Outscored them 25-1 in 2 games. Breaking ball over but just high to Martin.
It just shows you how good Curtis can be.
Yeah, they're accustomed to being there. In the title game a year ago, won it in 2017 and 2018. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball missing down. 2 balls and no strikes to Martin. So second time around, Richard showing Martin breaking balls after he hammered that pitch he saw earlier to the wall.
Correct.
Best hitter on this night's team. Takes one at the knees, but just below the knees. It is 3-0. Umpires from the Southeast Regional Officials Association. Assigned by the LHSAA. 3-0 the count. And a strike called. It's 3-1. He's taking all the way.
Good pitch. He didn't give in. It wasn't down the heart of the plate, but he caught the outside part.
Swinging a foul back. Got a pitch inner portion. Offered, fouled it. We're full. 3-2.
He had a good cut at the 3-1 pitch. Let's see if he comes back curveball here. 3-2.
3 balls and 2 strikes from the stretch. Richard, payoff pitch. Breaking ball, hit hard. Base hit, right field. He sat back and waited and adjusted on that curveball. That is a really good hitter, Kenny.
Yes, he is. I don't know many hitters that'll hit a 3-2 curveball that hard. He did a good job.
Cooper Martin, a junior. Boy, he's a good-looking player. 6 foot, 195. Best hitter on the team. Part of that great football program as well at Lafayette Christian. Here's Cohen Elkins, who grounded to third his first trip to the plate. Pitch on the way. Showed bunt. Took it down and in. 2-1 Eagles here in the top of the 3rd inning. Game 1 of a 3-game series.
Well,
Select Division 2.
Obviously, Elkins likes to bunt a lot because, once again, the third baseman is in. So they must be known for his bunting ability.
A ball and no strikes. And a move to first. Easily back is Cooper Martin. He's stolen 16 bases on the season. Bunsen in the air. That's an easy play. Making the catch, Davidson. Got under it. No advance, 1 out. And now Hayden Welch will bat. Hayden singled his first time. Drove in the run for LCA. Back in the 1st inning on a ball hit off the third baseman who was playing in.
Well, what you tell your bunters is you put the bat at the top of the strike zone. I'll come back.
High, 1-0.
You put your bat at the top of the strike zone when you're bunting. And if the ball is above the bat, pull the bat back. You don't bunt that. And that's what happened. That was a fastball up in his eyes, and he bunted it straight up. That's just giving it out away.
Ball and no strikes. And another. Popped him up. Short right field. Second baseman out. Right fielder in. Who wants it? Second baseman. Chase LaCava loses the cap. Makes the catch. He'll trade that anytime.
No question.
2 gone. Caden Bentley bats. He singled his first time. Here's Bentley. Missing away, 1-0. Throw to first, runner back.
Now, I really haven't noticed, but it seems like every time he kicks his leg up, he goes to first base. He uses a glide step when he comes home. Let's see if he kicks up one time and comes home.
Swing and a ball hit in the air to left center field. Left fielder's there. Making the catch is the left fielder, Amadio. And the inning's over. Leadoff single goes for nothing. No runs and a hit. 1 man left. They've stranded 3. 1 in every inning. We're on to the bottom of the 3rd, and it's still 2-1 Eagles on top. Well, Richard is doing as advertised. Again, he's throwing strikes, and he's putting the ball in play.
Putting the ball in play, keeping the batters all off balance. And, he's just done a masterful job through 3 innings right now of jumping ahead of the hitters and making them hit his pitch. Whether it's the curveball, the changeup, give the leadoff hitter for Lafayette Christian a little credit. He saw a 3-2 curveball and he ripped a single to right field on it. I've been impressed really with both of these guys throwing the ball. But Richard has certainly done a great job. Has he hit 30 pitches yet?
He's at 32 in 3 innings.
32 in 3 innings. You can't ask for more than that.
Meanwhile, Elkins back to the mound for his 3rd inning of work. He's at 27 pitches, 20 and then strikes. He's hit a batter. And he has fan 2, and he'll face the top of the order, LaCava, who was up there when the last inning ended. To be followed by Maroney Bolden and Davidson. It's actually 28 pitches overall for this fine right-hander. Finishing up his warm-up tosses as we get set for the bottom of the 3rd inning. Along with Kenny Forsang, I'm Ken Trahan. Glad you've joined us.
Beautiful day for a ball game.
Here is Jace LaCava. He homered his first time up to right field, the opposite way. First pitch, strike called. Appropriate. He's got that green bat in his hand.
Yep.
Works well. No balls and a strike. Another. Ground ball hit hard to third. Nice pickup, Amon. Throw across the diamond is high. He is safe at first. That'll be another error. And LaCava's aboard.
Another nice try by the first baseman, and just could not quite get it down quick enough.
Had time to make the throw, just elevated it.
Well, you know, sometimes those balls hit right at third baseman. They have time to think about their throw, and sometimes that hurts them instead of just reacting and throwing.
LaCava leads this team with 15 stolen bases. She leads from first. Here's Maroney Bolden. Shows bunt, and he bunts it behind the plate, foul. Maroney Bolden singled his first time. Trying to advance a runner here. It's 0-1. 2-1 Eagles here in the bottom of the third of game one of this best of three series.
It didn't look like he was sacrificing there. He was out of the box before he got the ball down. Just give yourself up. Get the bunt down.
Gonna bunt. And he bunts it to the pitcher. The players at second. They've got him out there. Bunted it a little bit too hard. It goes as a 1-6 put out for out number one on the fielder's choice. Maroney Bolden will run.
Well, again, you know, you have to execute. I know both these teams work on that stuff, and you cannot bunt the ball back to the pitcher. It's got to be, you know, down toward first, down toward third. It just cannot be directly back to the pitcher.
As Davidson flew out to left in the first inning. And he took it high and away. .1-0 is fouled back, and it's now even. At 1-1 strike, high school baseball and Crescent City Sports is brought to you by Gibbs Construction, a leader in the construction industry in Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for more than 45 years, transforming dreams, visions, and plans into reality. Gibbs Construction. The 1-1, missing away, 2 balls and a strike.
Mr. Larry Gibbs is a great friend to high school baseball here in the city.
That's an understatement, and he's a great personal friend.
Yes.
2 balls and a strike. Throw to first. That's close. He's just back.
Whoa.
Not as much as he can get there. Quick move by Elkins. Maroney Bolden slips back in.
Now,
Eagles have lost runners on the bases in this one. 2 already.
Yes.
Swinging a pop foul. Left fielder on the move toward the line. It's no play. Count is 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ready once more. Elkins with a 2-2. Smashed up the middle of base hit. Stopping at second is Maroney Bolden. Eagles have hit number 5. 2-on-1 out for Julian Clarks.
Had a good swing at that one and hit it hard right back at the pitcher.
Clarks doubled his first time. Down the third base side, hit it really sharply. Time called. Umpires are talking. I'm not sure what about. Called him in.
It looks like they were discussing the number of outs. I think the home plate umpire may have said 2 outs.
No, there's only 1 out in the inning.
Right.
1 out, 2 on, 1 out, I can assure you. Julian Clark's bats. Swings and pops it up. Left center field. Should be handled. Martin under it. Runner tags at second. He's not going to advance. And that's his second out. Air ball from center, but backed up nicely. Got to keep that throw down.
And you can tell that this team is very well coached. Both of these teams are very well coached. When guys are moving without the ball, the pitcher did a good job of getting over here in front of the third base dugout. That ball would have been in the dugout if he's not there.
There's Nathan Billiot. Grounded to third to end the first inning. 2 on, 2 outs here. Eagles trying to add to a 2-1 lead. Ready the pitch. Breaking ball sits high for ball 1. (1-0). Strike called. Even up at a ball and a strike.
That is tough for that hitter with that sidearm curveball that starts behind them and breaks over the plate. I know I'd be running to the dugout if that ball started behind me.
Now the 1-1. Popped him up. First base side. First baseman over near the dugout. Runs out of room. Just out of play, and it's 1-2. Got in on his hands with that pitch.
Yeah, it's a good pitch. Went hard on him and got in on his hands.
So it's 1-2. Runners first and second. Elkins ready. Pitch is down and away. Good block by the catcher, Hidalgo. I'm impressed by him behind the plate. It's 2-2.
Absolutely. I mean, that ball's 2 or 3 feet away from the plate, and he's getting out there, really bouncing around and getting a good job of blocking the ball. But not only blocking it in front of him.
He's blocking balls. He's thrown out 2 base runners.
Right.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Time called by the hitter. Deuce is wild. 2-2. 2 on, 2 outs in a 2-1 game. Here it is. Another one in the dirt. And blocked again. Kept it close enough, did Hidalgo. So now it's 3-2, which means the runners get a running start here.
Right, and it just shows you what he did earlier by blocking that ball, finding it, and throwing a runner out at second base. Usually these runners are going on the downward trend of the ball, and they're not right now.
Runners take off. Pitch is down, ball 4. Bases are loaded. For 2 outs, and I don't know why the runners weren't running there, Kenny, but they weren't.
No, I know.
I'm not sure why, but the bases are loaded. 2 outs doesn't matter.
But if they're running and the ball's hitting the gap, the guy from first scores.
Here's Blair Mills. He struck out swinging back in the second inning. Steps to the plate here.
It's just communication. Sometimes you have to remind the runners about 3-2, 2 out, going on a pitch. You almost have to be a play-by-play guy coaching third base for the runners sometime.
Here it comes. A strike called. It's 0-1. No balls and a strike. Runners on every base. Big hitter in the game. From the stretch, the pitch, and a swing and a ground ball to third. Off the third baseman. Run will score, and the Eagles take a 3-1 lead. Mills put it in play. Amon couldn't handle it. His second error of the inning, and it's a 3-1 ball game.
Well, I hate to use this term. I thought he tried to nonchalant it, just kind of lackadaisically went after it, and the ball got away from him. If he goes aggressively, catches the ball, and then goes and steps on the base, the guy's out.
Eagles get a run. Inning is still alive. Hayden Perkle will bat. He was hit by a pitch his first time. Running at first, Jacob Pereira. Ground ball towards second. Pitcher can't get it. First baseman does. Nobody there. It's a base hit. That's an infield hit, and another run scores. And it's 4-1 Shaw. Perkle gets the RBI on the infield hit. That was in no man's land, Kenny.
You know, and again, that's something else you work on, you know, at least once or twice a week. And, you know, and even sometime when you work on it so hard, that's a hard play for them to get.
So a 4-1 game. Here's Amadio. Took a strike. Austin struck out swinging his first time.
What you tell the first baseman on that is if the pitcher calls the ball, you go back to the bag. If the pitcher doesn't call the ball, you got to go and get it, and the pitcher gets to the bag.
Strike called at 0-2.
Nice breaking pitch.
No balls, 2 strikes. Another. Just missed. Elkins thought he had it. Pitch just missing. Down and maybe out, 1-2, but very close.
A great 2-strike pitch, though.
Agreed.
Well, it's called a ball or a strike. Can't throw a better pitch than that.
Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball. Inning is over, but the Eagles send 8 to the plate and plate 2 runs. They do it on 2 hits, 2 errors, and the Eagles strand 3. They've left 4, and after 3, Shaw leading Lafayette Christian by the score of 4-1.
Now, were those 2 last runs unearned because of that error?
Yeah, I mean, you have, you know, the first runner reached on an error, then a fielder's choice, so that run was unearned,
right.
And then they're all unearned because then the third out would have occurred later. So
correct.
Both runs unearned in that inning.
Yeah,
but they count in a big way.
Oh, absolutely. You remember, I'm the pitcher here, and I'm trying to.
You're just trying to help your pitchers. I got it. Both unearned. Eagles have scored in every frame. They now have a 4-1 lead heading to the 4th.
But it's like we've said in the past when we've had the chance to work together. It's the Shaw batters putting pressure on the Lafayette Christian defense, putting the ball in play, making them make plays. And that's the name of the game when you're talking about high school ball.
On to the 4th inning, 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, 4 left for the Eagles. 1 run, 4 hits, 2 errors, 3 left for the Knights. Here's Hidalgo. Mason Hidalgo popped to short to end the first inning. The pitch. Down the ball, 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to third. Handled by Billiot. Throw across is wide. So we've had some interesting plays on the infield and some throws that just haven't been good enough. Hidalgo reaches. And with nobody out, here's Amon to the plate. Amon flew out to center his first time up. They're going to rule that an error, as it should be. So 2 errors for each team.
You know, what we forget about, these are high school kids. Mm-hmm. You know, it's hard for them to put a play behind them. You know, guys in college, guys at the big league level, pro level, they're able to forget the last play. A lot of these high school kids can't.
Courtesy runner at first. Here's Amon. Squared the bunt, took it down and in. Runner thought about breaking, but did not. Throw back gets away. 1-0 the count. Runner at first is Ashton Begnall. Begnall running at first. Check of the runner. Pitch. Bunts it toward third. That's a good one. Pitcher has to wheel and deal and throw a strike. Good bunt. Good play, Richard. Sacrifice works. 1 out.
He made a tough play look pretty easy on that. Did a great job of getting off the mound, fielding his position. What got me concerned right away was the third baseman wasn't getting back to third base right away, but he was able to get back and keep that runner at second.
So with one out, runner in scoring position, Jacob Moody. Swings and grounds it toward deep short. Ernie Bolden can't handle it. Runner around third. He's heading home. He's going to make it on another error. Third of the game by the Eagles, and it's a 4-2 game.
Now, that's another issue that I had with my players when I was coaching. They watch so many guys field the ball on the side of them like it's a do-or-die play at first base. He had time if he had just set up, caught the ball, and made a nice throw to first base. And I used to battle my players all the time on just making the play. It doesn't have to be anything great.
Pitch is swung on and driven to right. Clark's is back. He's there, and he's not going to catch it. Runner's going to round second. He's heading for third, and the runners end up at second and third on a ball that should have been caught. I wonder if the sun played a role, but it's another error, and that's the fourth error on the Eagles in this game.
Yeah, I mean, every one of those plays have to be made. They should have been in the dugout with the score still 4-1. And again, give Lafayette Christian credit now. They're putting pressure on the Eagle defenders.
Second and third, one out, a base hit could tie it. Ashton Celestine popped out to the pitcher his first time. The pitch way high, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Smash down the left field line. Into the corner. That is a fair ball. That will tie the game. 1 run home, 2 runs home, 2-run double. Ashton Celestine, this game is tied. Both teams make mistakes. Both teams make the opponent pay.
That's right. That's been the theme of this game. Is one team kicking it and the other team taking advantage of it. And because of these errors, these pitchers have thrown extra pitches, and it gives the batters a chance to see these pitchers throw more, and they get a chance to see more. I mean, it's just terrible when you start kicking it around.
Breaking ball strike. It's 0-1. This is Cooper Martin, their best hitter, and he's 2 for 2 with a triple and a single.
A base hit here, they can take the lead.
Swinging a drive, deep right center field. Center fielder back, track wall. It's over his head. Stopping at second with a double is Martin. And the runner at second only gets to third. He did not read that well, Kenny.
No. I mean, to me, you tell him if it looks like it's going to get caught deep, you can go back and tag. Mm-hmm. But as he's running more and more and more away from you, you got to get off more and more and more and maybe score if he doesn't catch it. So that could be a base running mistake that may come back to haunt them later.
Second and third, 1 out. And here's Elkins. He's grounded out, popped out. And the suicide squeeze works. Perfect bunt, base hit, run scores 5-4. Lafayette Christian. Can't do it any better than Cohen Elkins just did.
Right. And that was a suicide. That was not a safety squeeze. That runner was running from third base, and the batter did a good job of getting the bunt down.
And a big conversation will take place. We'll get a courtesy runner in a moment. Again, this is all a result of 3 errors in the inning. And since the 3 errors, triple, double, single, right?
Right.
No, double, single. I get it right. Two doubles and a single. Yep.
All right.
Everybody conversing now.
You know, I wanted to mention earlier, I mean, it's obvious that the ball is carrying out the right field today.
Yep.
And that's just so unusual for this park.
And here we go with Welch at the plate. Welch is singled and popped out. Runner goes for first, ground to the short. Runner will score, throw to first, got the man, but it's 6-4. Good situational hitting, aggressive running. Elkins gets to second with 2 outs, and RBI for Welch, his second of the game.
Well, and you can't take a double play for granted there, but that certainly had a good chance of being a double play if that runner's not running on that.
And here is Bentley in a swing and a foul. Ninth batter to hit in the inning. Bentley singled and fly to left.
The Lafayette Christian batters have done a much better job with the velocity and getting better wood on the bat. I'm on the ball.
We're going to miss 0-2.
That is a pretty 12-6 curveball. That's hard to hit.
High, 1-2. One, two. Breaking ball, foul back.
Got that up a little bit. You got to get that down.
5 runs are home here in the top of the 4th, and the Knights are up 6-4. And errors have been a huge part of this. 1-2. And a little looper in the left center's dropping for a base hit. Will score another run. And it's a 7-4 game on an RBI single by Caden Bentley. Bentley gets the job done. 7-4.
Well, sometimes you just got to hit the ball where they ain't. And that was a little blooper between short, left, and center. And it was good enough to score the run.
Here's Mason Hidalgo, reached on an error to start the inning and scored a run. Took it away, ball 1. Check on the runner, the 1-0. Missing away, 2-0.
Yes, that's off the plate.
Swinging a ground ball, right side. Nice play. Davidson, and couldn't beat him. Base hit. Hidalgo legs it out and beats it, and runners are first and second, 2 outs. And now Eamon bats, who had a sacrifice bunt earlier in the inning. And we'll get a runner at first again. It's going to be Bagno. Second time he's had to run in this inning.
Yeah, they're going to wear him out.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Eamon. Stretch pitch. Breaking ball, strike called, 0-1.
Pretty pitch.
The 0-1. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Runner breaks for third. He's there. Or did he foul tip it? They're going to say foul tip the ball.
Yep.
So foul tip. Catcher's throwback is in the dirt. Pitcher has to go get it. It's 1. No balls and 2 strikes. On Eamon. Just got a piece of it. So it's 0-2. Stretch pitch, high and away, 1-2.
He's getting up with his fastball a little bit.
Turns towards second without an offer. Now ready. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Turn that one over and got him. So
Nice
the
change.
inning is over, but 11 men come to the plate for the Knights as they get 7 runs on 5 hits, 3 errors, and 2 men left on base. They've stranded 5. We play into the bottom of the 4th. Lafayette Christian has taken a 7-4 lead. Well, you make mistakes, you pay, and in this case, Shaw paid in a dramatic way.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the game right now should still be 2-1, where both teams are kicking it around and giving the opponent a chance to not only get back in the game, to take a lead. And, it's frustrating. But, twice they had that play at first base when, I don't know who messed up, the first baseman or the pitcher, but it doesn't matter. The play wasn't made. And then throwing errors and then the error with the ground ball, I mean, it's just, sometimes it just snowballs on you.
Now the Eagles have to find a way to strike back here. Capable of doing so.
Oh, no question. No question they're capable of battling back here.
Devin Richard leads it off. He had an RBI single his first time. Open stands right side. Elkins now pitching with the lead. The pitch, and he hit him in the back. So the second batter he's hit in the back. Leadoff man is on. Nobody out. I'm sure we'll get a runner at first, or at least you'd think so, for the pitcher. Turn the lineup over. Jace LaCava will bat. We'll get a runner, as suggested, at first base for the Eagles, and that's going to be number 10, Carson Dalton. And LaCava has homered, and he's reached on an error. So he bats here with runner first, nobody out.
Well, this is the third time through off of the Knights pitcher. So let's see if the Eagles make some adjustments here.
Check of the runner. Pitch. Breaking ball just missed inside. Close pitch, 1-0. Now the 1-0. Smash down the left field side. Fair. Rounding second, Dalton. He's on his way to third. They're going to send him. Got a chance on the relay. He is safe. An all-plate runner for third. He's going to run right into an out. That's a bad mistake by the Eagles. Running back towards second, and he beat it. Oh, my goodness. They messed up the rundown completely. I mean, basically, he ran into an out at third, but they botched the rundown. And the runner is safe at second. That's a big play, and it's 7-5 on an RBI double by LaCava, who's having a big game. Boy, 2 mistakes there, Kenny. First of all, the runner at second, you can't try to go to third there when you lose him by 2 runs in this inning. They're going to talk about whether he was out of the baseline or not.
Right.
But he avoided the tag, to the credit of LaCava, after the base running mistake. Got in a rundown, and then the Knights just didn't execute it well. They ran the runner back and held the ball too long.
Right. I guess we're going to go to the videotape, huh?
Well, they're going to talk about it now. By the way, the New Orleans Saints just selected Notre Dame defensive end Isaiah Foskey in the second round with the 40th pick overall. So they've gone defensive tackle, defensive end. I think they've got a defensive head coach. I'm just saying.
You think so?
Just a guess.
I was kind of hoping that they would get that tight end from Notre Dame, too. I mean, he's pretty good.
Not happening.
Nope.
Mike Mayer, you're talking about?
Yes.
Long discussion. Safe.
You're allowed 3 feet
Right.
on either side of that baseline.
Wanted you to explain that to the viewers because did he move a bit to avoid it? Say yes. Did he completely abandon
I didn't think
the running lane? No, I didn't either.
I think all he did was back up to avoid the tag and then ran the other way.
Here's the pitch. Maroney Bolden hits it in the air to right. Runner should tag. Ball is caught. Runner is tagging but not advancing. Strong throw by the right fielder. Forrest for out number 1. Maroney Bolden, good contact, but he's out. One gone. Here's Dalton Davidson. Was fly to left and singled and scored. I know you saw Hank Tierney earlier, the brilliant head basketball coach at Archbishop Shaw's in the house right now too. Wes Laurendine. 2 straight semifinal appearances in the state for his program at Shaw. Pitch, swinging a foul, left side out of play off the bat of Davidson, who has a base hit and a run scored, and he slid to left. No balls and a strike. On Dalton Davidson. Here's another. That's down a ball, and it's 1-1.
You know, we usually let the fans know when we think an umpire's missed some calls, or whether they're good or bad. I think this guy behind the plate has been excellent tonight so far.
Smashed hard to second. Nice pick by Menard. Throws to first. Wide throw, but got him. Round number 2. Some shaky defense being played in this one, but got the out. Runner advancing to third with 2 outs. And now Julian Clark's trying to come out with a big 2-out hit. He's doubled and flied to center.
Just seems like it's a little bitty shaky. Everybody is a little bit shaky on ground balls.
Here's Clark's. The pitch, grounded foul. It's 0-1.
What a good ball game as far as entertainment.
0-1 on Julian. Good runner at third and 2 outs. Way outside and low. 1-1. They play in the bottom of the 4th in Shreveport, and Archbishop Rummel has a 3-0 lead on Captain Shreve. And that Select Division 1, Game 1. High and tight. And it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Smashed in the right, a big 2-out base hit for Julian Clark's. Scoring on the play, LaCava, and the Eagles are back within a run at 7-6. This is a wild game, Kenny.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, it is. I mean, just, you know, somebody's going to kick a late field goal to win this.
2 runs home in the inning. Clark's runs at first. He drives in his 24th of the year. Here's Billiard, who's grounded out and walked. The pitch in the dirt. Ball gets away. Runner for second. He'll be in scoring position. Hidalgo's blocked a bunch, but he couldn't block that one.
No, that's down in the dirt. That's a wild pitch.
Want to know the count? A pitcher finally admits that a wild pitch was thrown.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
You're killing me.
You actually did that. I don't think you've ever done that. All these games we've done. That's a strike call.
Well,
and it's 1-1.
I think the catcher has done such a great job that I got to give him credit where credit is due.
Outside a ball. And the count goes to 2-1. 2-1 the count. Chop toward third. Third baseman can't get it. Shortstop fields. Long throw across. Good play. Got him. Nice throw by Bentley to get the Knights out of the inning, still with the lead. But the Eagles get 2, and they do it on 2 hits, no errors. And strand a runner. They've left 5. We played 4 complete. Wild game. Lafayette Christian 7. Archbishop Shaw 6. Got a feeling we're not done with the scoring, Kenny.
I wouldn't think so. Are you taking an over and under of 20?
It wouldn't shock me?
No.
Yeah. Gotta think there's more to come. Look, the hitting's been good and the defense has been shaky. And that combination has resulted in 13 runs.
Well, and just think about it. We have 1 walk in the game, I think. So the pitchers have done their job as far as throwing strikes.
And back to the mound, Gavin Richard. I mean, he's pitched better than the numbers that are on the board against him. He'll face Jacob Moody, Grant Portion, Ashton Celestine here in the 5th inning.
If you're a coach, this is not a fun game.
No.
As a fan and just sitting up here watching it, I mean, just great entertainment. I have gray hairs because of games like this. And I'm not a drinker, so I would go eat my sorrows away at pizza buffets after games like this.
Don't make me hungry. I'm severely dieting, so.
And whatever weight you're losing, I am finding.
About 15 so far, but aiming for about 40.
Very good.
Here's Mills, who struck out and reached on an error. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball strike. I got to get back into infield shape so I can play behind you and run the bases, you know. So 0-1 the count. Smash, base hit, left field. Great job by the shortstop to cut it off. No chance to throw him out.
Right, shouldn't have made the throw.
Shouldn't have thrown it. And guess what? It's another error. I mean, there's no chance to get him.
No.
Made a nice play, but just to eat that one. Instead, the throw results in error number 6 on the Eagles and another runner in the scoring position. Shaw's its own worst enemy in this one.
They're beating themselves? Beating themselves.
Here's Perkle, who has been hit by a pitch, scored a run, stolen a base, and he singled home a run. I said Perkle, pardon me. Porsche is grounded into the fielder's choice and reached on an error and scored a run. Lights come on here at Winterscheid. Breaking ball down and out, ball 1.
Good job by Shaw's catcher there, blocking that and keeping that guy at second base.
1-0 the count. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Down and out, 2-0.
I don't think that was his fastball. I think he tried to throw a changeup.
Yeah, it looked like it was off speed. Yeah. 2 balls and no strikes on Porsche. Just a beautiful night here.
Absolutely.
Looking at second. And again, Richard is a pitch-to-contact guy. He's not a strikeout pitcher. He has 1 in the game. Here's the 2-0. Sits a little high and tight, so now 3-0.
You know, he's got to have guys that make the plays behind him and not giving extra bases and giving extra runners. And I think he has done a great job of keeping his composure, not getting frustrated.
3-0, shows bunt, but he's taking all the way, 3-1.
You know, as a pitcher, you got to turn to your guys and say, hey, I'll get this ground ball hit back to you now. You know, let's go ahead and make a play here.
3 balls and 1 strike. Check of the runner and the pitch, and it is ball 4. So 2 on, nobody out as Bush draws a walk, and now Celestine comes up in a bunt situation. He doubled home 2 runs in the 4th and scored a run, and he is 1 for 2.
You know, you might say, well, how does a guy that throws so slow, and let me say not as fast as other people, get guys out? If you can throw 3 pitches over the plate and throw strikes with those 3 pitches, you can pitch at any level, throwing any velocity.
Showed bunt, took a strike. 0-1 the count. Showing bunt early. Pulls it back, took a ball, 1-1.
Little fake bunt slash option there.
Ball and a strike. Smashed left field side, hooking toward the line, foul, and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. And the next pitch on the way is a smash up the middle, a base hit. Mooney is going to stop at third. It will be bases loaded and nobody out. Here come the Knights again. And here comes Mr. Cooper Martin. And I think I'll call him Mr. All he's done is go 3/4 of the way to the cycle.
Right. I mean, what's he missing? A double?
A triple, a single, and a double. So
he's
3 at bats.
Yeah.
Here's Martin. And what a big fly would do here, right?
Right, exactly.
And as we've seen, the ball's carrying better here tonight than I've ever seen it.
Same here.
I mean, this place, usually the ball just doesn't carry. Runners lead every base. Breaking ball sits high. 1-0. The 1-0. Ooh, he fouled it off the catcher's gear. 1-1. Had a good cut.
I'll tell you what. I would not want to be an infielder playing in with this kid swinging a bat.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd put up a screen in front of me or something.
Ball on a strike. And Cooper Martin.
He gets his money's worth every time he swings the bat.
Smash foul. 1-2.
Now, if I'm Richard here, I'm going to try and get him to chase a curveball. Don't start the curveball at him here. Let's go off the plate. Maybe try and get him to chase something that's not a strike.
Ball and 2 strikes on Martin. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here it is. Breaking ball away. So now you get the decision pitch. Does he have anything to get Martin out with here?
Right.
If he does, it's got to be this pitch. 2-2 the count.
And I think his best pitch is his curveball. So I'm throwing it here, and I'm throwing it 3-2.
Swing and a miss. He elevated the fastball and struck him out. That's a big strikeout. Out number 1.
That is a big strikeout. That was out of the zone, up in his eyes, and he chased it. That was outstanding pitch. And again, after seeing the 2 or 3 curveballs, that maybe, 80-mile-an-hour fastball looked 84.
There's Cohen Elkins. Grounded out, popped out, singled home a run, scored a run, and took it high. Ball 1. On 1-0, another. Ground ball to third. The play should be home, but he dropped the ball. Throw. Out at home on a close play. Wow, that was very close. Dropped the ball. Still recovered, threw home. Home plate umpire rules him out. Austin Robichaux wants to make sure of that. I mean, that was very close, Kenny. Very close.
I don't know. I was blocked and couldn't really see. I thought he beat the throw, but evidently he didn't.
They're going to talk it over. still talking. I mean, he can't change the call. He made the call.
And you can't go appeal this.
No, because you've got the view. They don't see that.
No.
It's his call all the way.
Right.
He called him out. So that's it. End of story.
You know, it's a subjective call.
Yes.
I tell young coaches, of course, I was a young coach one time too, and argued everything. But, you know, it's really foolish to go argue a subjective call like that. I mean, you go question.
Well, it's not foolish. I mean, you make your point,
Right.
but he's not going to change it.
Right, no.
I'm not at all suggesting
Right.
Austin's foolish. He's a smart coach and a hell of a coach.
Oh, yeah.
Check swing. That is a fair ball. Catcher steps on home and the inning's over. Wow. Bases loaded, nobody out, and the Eagles get out of it. Remember that. In the inning, no runs on a couple of hits in error, 3 men stranded, and now 8 left by the Knights. Let's take a stretch from Winterscheid, where Lafayette Christian leads Archbishop Shaw 7-6. Loaded the bases, Kenny, with nobody out, and did not score.
With 1, 2, and 3 coming to bat. Mm-hmm. You know, that's tough. That's going to give Shaw a little momentum. And let me rephrase something about it. I didn't really mean to be foolish about the subjective calls, but they're not going to change subjective calls. You know, if it's a rule question, then you know, they can get together and talk about it. But
well, there was there's no appeal because there's nobody else, no other umpire can possibly see the play.
Right, because they had to cover their own bases on that.
And the umpire was right on top of it that made the call.
Sure.
And it was close. I am not going to tell you that he was safe or out, and I'm not waffling. I'm just telling you. It was that close.
Right.
And we were blocked from seeing exactly whether catcher got the foot on the plate before anything happened.
You know, where's our camera from the first baseline, you know?
We got a great cameraman. Mr. Fisher's taking care of business in great shape down there. So he's taking care of business in great shape, okay? So, but when the catcher and the runner are arriving and the umpire's also in your line of sight, then your line of sight isn't such a good line of sight.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No. But, you know, like I said, the umpire didn't hesitate calling him out.
Yeah.
I mean, he made sure the guy held on to the ball.
Yep.
And just said, out.
Up in Shreveport, Rhett Centeni has homered. Archbishop Rummel 6-0 over Captain Shreve in the top of the 5th inning, behind Giancarlo Arancibia. Here's Blair Mills. He struck out, reached on an error. First pitch, down and out. Bounce back toward the screen, 1-0. Mills to be followed by Perkle and Amadio for the Eagles. 17 hits in the game. They go along with 8 errors.
Wow.
It's been wild from the start. The 1-0, and he hit him. That's the 3rd batter hit in the game by Elkins. And another man on via hit pitch.
And I think every batter's been hit when he drops down and throws sidearm.
Here is Pereira running at first. Jacob Pereira runs for Mills. And here's Hayden Perkle. Will he bunt or will he swing here?
I think he's bunting.
Bunts toward first. That's a great bunt. He might beat this. He will beat this. Beautiful bunt. Base hit, Perkle. 2 on, nobody out, and here come the Eagles.
Now, you know, the question is, do you bunt again?
Here's Austin Amadio. Yes. Here's why. He's batted twice and struck out twice swinging. And that's the go-ahead run at first.
Yes, indeed.
Tying run at second. You'd like to advance those runners right now. From the stretch, Elkins to the plate. Bunt is on. Pokes it. Foul. It's 0-1. Den did well enough, but directional.
Well,
not quite there. Now, I will say this. If you get the ball to the grass in fair territory, it's likely going to stay fair. You do not have a baseline cut out in dirt. So if you get it in that grass, which is pretty thick, typically speaking here, it will stay fair. But that ball hit the dirt first and scored it just foul.
Right. He's got to be glad that bunt was foul.
Didn't go very far. 0-1, going to bunt again, and this is perfect. That's going to be a base hit. Consecutive bunt singles for the Eagles. Amadio singles. The bases are loaded with nobody out for the Eagles, putting on a bunting clinic here. And now Gavin Richard can really help himself. The Eagles pitcher, he singled home a run in the second, hit by a pitch, scored a run in the fourth. Now a big opportunity in the fifth to tie the game or put his team on top. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Well,
stretching, looking and pitching. Bunt is on, took a ball.
Well, I thought the pitcher took a bad angle on that bunt because he's got to cover the third base side. The third baseman's not charging on that. So the pitcher should have been covering that bunt a little better than he did.
The 1-0. Gonna swing, took it down. It's 2 balls and no strikes. High school baseball at Crescent City Sports is brought to you by the Lamarck Motor Company in Kenner. Lamarck Quick Lane Services, all makes and models, batteries, tires, all changes, and more. All done quickly while you enjoy some popcorn. Must be a reason. It's 2-0 on Richard. And now it's 3-0, and he will take a pitch here.
He may be taking 2 pitches here.
3-0 the count. Richard waiting. Runners lead every base. Elkins stretches, pitches down the middle. It's 3-1. Let's see if he does take 2 now that it's 3-1.
And if you notice, second base and shortstop are playing for the double play up the middle.
Stretch again, 3-1, and a swing on it, and he pops it up and a right. Should be deep enough. Let's see. Porsche catches, runner tags, throw toward the plate is there. He is safe. At home, and this game is tied. The ball arrives simultaneously. Hidalgo got a glove on it, but the runner flashing by knocked it out of the glove, and we're tied at 7 on a sac fly by Gavin Richard. His second RBI of the game. More importantly, runners advance to second and third. They appeal third. No call, save. So now they go ahead and run at third with 1 out. I don't think you can give an error on that play, can he?
No.
That's not an error there.
No, I don't think
No, it's just a sac fly. No error on the play. Here's LaCava, who's had the big game. Home run, double, 2 RBIs, 2 for 3. Also reached on an error. So it's 2 errors for Lafayette Christian, not 3.
That was a great throw by the right fielder.
Really was.
You know, I don't know if the catcher had to go up the baseline a little bit. I couldn't really tell because I was trying to watch the runner. But, I mean, almost threw him out at the plate.
Yep.
Would have been a great double play.
Here's LaCava, the 7-7 game. Go ahead, run at third, 1 out. Stretch and the pitch, and a swing and a foul. He had a hack. It's 0-1.
This one gets his money's worth, too, at every swing.
Oh, he can hit. He's up there to swing. He's had the big game already with the home run and double. Second and third, 1 out. Tied at 7, bottom of the 5th. And a swing and a ball hit to right. Right fielder toward the line, on the run. This will be interesting. He's there. He's got a good arm. Here comes a throw to the plate. Up the line. He's safe. Sacrifice fly. Jace LaCava. Shaw leads it 8-7. Situational hitting. Couple of nice sacrifice flies by the Eagles after the 2 great bunts. Terrific offensive execution by Shaw here. And on the play, Amadio takes third with 2 outs. And here is Maroney Bolden, who singled, reached on a fielder's choice and scored. He's lined out 1 for 3. Took it away, ball 1.
What a battle. What a battle between 2 pretty good ball clubs.
1-0 the count on Maroney Bolden. Big run at third with 2 outs in a 1-run game. Here it comes. Swing and a miss through the fastball by him.
Yep, that got in under his hands. Great spot.
And a swing, a pop-up right side. Foul territory and out of play. And it's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. One, two. Away with a breaking ball. Even up at 2-2 now on Cameron Maroney Bolden.
Neither team has any bullpen going right now. I've been glancing down there.
On 2-2, here it is. Ground ball, left side, third baseman picks it, sets, throws, got his man. Heyman throws out Maroney Bolden, but the Eagles capture the lead as Shaw scores twice in the inning. The Eagles do it on 2 hits, both bunts. No errors or runners stranded. The Eagles have left 6. We've played 5, Shaw 8, and LCA 7. And I'll say it again, Kenny, I don't think we're through scoring here.
Nope, I should have taken the over 20.
Oh, man.
I mean, entertaining ball game. I don't want to say good ball game.
Yeah, it's been entertaining and it has been good in a different way. You've seen really good hitting in this game. I mean, that much is true.
Right.
I mean, otherwise it's been interesting. I don't think the pitching is as bad as the numbers look, but again, the defense has just been a struggle.
Well, again, it goes back to what I said earlier. When you start making, 3 errors for one team, 6 errors for the other team, you're making your pitcher throw more pitches, so they're going to get tired quicker. Remember before this inning, when the score was 7-4, it really should have still been a 2-1 game, as far as both teams kicking the ball around. And each team has responded to the other team's response. I mean, that's what's been so impressive. And that's what happens with well-coached teams. Well-coached teams don't quit. They're going to stay in the ball game and battle to the last out.
On to the 6th inning, 8-7 Shaw. Here's Caden Bentley, who's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a flyout. Hits from Richard. Breaking ball just missing.
Right.
I guess inside, 1-0.
Look, it had to be a little bit inside because that had a great break on it.
That's down, so it's 2-0. I mean, both teams have been getting that leadoff man on all afternoon and evening. And into the night now. 2-0 the count. Two-0's grounded to third. Off the glove, and another error. That's 7 on Shaw. And, I mean, as a pitcher, there isn't much more you can do.
No. And as a third baseman, now he's thinking about it.
Yeah, because that's 3, and it's a shame. And we're not picking on him at all. To the contrary, feel bad for him. He's a good player, just having a rough day.
Absolutely, and we've all had days like that.
You bet.
So
Mama said there'd be days like this.
Sounds like a song.
It certainly does. Showing my age. Don't tell anybody. I just did. Thank you, Mama. Well, now Hidalgo will bat, and we'll see if he's swinging or bunting. He's singled, reached on an error, scored a run. He's 1 for 3. I mean, right now you just want to make the defense play the ball.
Correct.
With the way this game's going. He is going to bunt. He took it away for ball 1. Ball 1, no strikes. Here's the 1-0. Runner goes, and a swing and a fly ball in the left center. Sinking. It's going to be a base hit. Had him played deep. Couldn't get there. It's 2 on, nobody out. So the error opens up an inning again. 10 hits now for the Knights. And now we get Amond to the plate. Actually, the hits are wrong. That would be 12 hits.
Right.
12 hits now. Here is Amond, who is flat out sacrifice struck out. Runners lead, pitch on the way, shows bunt. Stabbed at it, doesn't get it. Throw to second, and that's wild. And that's going to be another error. Both runners will advance, and this is just getting uglier by the moment. Now you get 2 runners in the scoring position with nobody out.
Well, I mean, again, it's hard for the kids to see a guy, 25 feet off of the base, and if you make a good throw, you got him. The problem is you have to execute and make that good throw.
It's 8 errors now. Count them, 8.
Wow.
8 errors for Shaw, 2 for Lafayette Christian. Second and third, nobody out. A chance to recapture the lead for the Knights as Amon steps away. And the first game's so important in these 3-game series, especially when the teams are pretty evenly matched, which we thought would be the case coming in. After all, this is an 8 versus a 9 in terms of seeding. Scoreboard is not accurate in terms of errors. There's a smash, base hit. 1 run is home. Go ahead run rounds third. He heads for the plate. He will score. Runner for second. 9-8 Knights on top. Amon with a 2-run double. Lead change again.
And that left fielder has got to come up and realize he doesn't have a shot at the guy at the plate. He's got to come up and go to second base and keep that runner from advancing to being in scoring position.
Still nobody out. And here is Moody. And here is a swing and a ground ball left side. Deep short. That'll be a base hit. Infield hit for Moody. And it's first and third, nobody out. And the big inning continues.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Neither team wants to give in.
So 2 on, nobody out. Runners at the corners. Grant Porsche is grounded into a fielder's choice, reached on an error, scored, and he's walked. 0 for 2 with a run scored. Runner goes, pitch inside, no throw, stolen base for Moody.
Are they going to come back in? Yeah, they should.
Have to at this point. Breaking ball drops in for a strike. Good pitch.
Well, Lafayette Christian with the opportunity to really break this thing open here.
1-1 the count. That's a strike called. And it's 1-2.
Well, he has such a big break on his curveball. The catcher caught it on the ground, but there's a good chance that it passed the batter a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And another. Breaking ball beat foul. First base side. Holding. 1-2. Left-handed hitter back in. High fastball. 2-2. Getting started with the error. Open things wide open again. 3 straight hits since then.
Yep, that'll put.
And another error involved too. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout for out number 1.
Off the fastball. Went fastball with the 2 strikes.
Third strikeout for Richard, and now Ashton Celestine bats. He's doubled, singled, popped out. Driven in 2, scored 1. 9-8 Knights on top, trying to add some more. Infield in, swing and a miss. Remember, they left the bases loaded last inning. 2 on in the inning before that.
Wow.
Chance to get some here, though. And add to this 9-8 lead. From the stretch to the plate. Foul back, and a pitch to hit up in the zone. It's 0-2.
Now let's see if he throws a setup pitch here off the plate and then come back with his good curveball with a 1-2 count. Or is he going to go try and get him right here with the curveball?
No balls, 2 strikes. Another on the way. He sits high. It is 1-2.
One fastball out of the zone. Let's see if he comes back with his good curveball right here.
Took it high. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He went change up there. Good pitch, just missed the plate.
Two and 2. Breaking ball in the dirt. Wild pitch. Runner for the plate. Now he stops. Runner from second has to scurry back, and it's 3-2. Just didn't read that one well because that's the ball he could have scored on.
Right. Right. Not a good read, and that's not in the coach's hands.
No.
That's, the batter's got to get, the runner at third's got to get a good read on that if he's going to go. And he did the right thing. He hesitated, so he didn't go.
So 4-3-2 now on Celestine with Martin on deck. The payoff pitch, and he missed low. Bases loaded, 1 out, and here comes Cooper Martin. Martin has tripled, singled, doubled, 3 for 4, and he scored twice. And he has a chance to strike a blow here.
Well, Richard got him last time. Now the question is, can he do it again? And I see second and short moving back. They're going to play for 2 up the middle.
Runners will lead from every base. The pitch on the way. Breaking ball is high.
He's got to get that down. If he throws that up in the eyes, it's going to be 13.
One-0 down. It's 2-0.
He's got to come in here. Now, if he has a lot of confidence in his changeup, I may throw a changeup here and see if we can get him off his front foot.
2-0. Strike call, 2-1.
Great spot.
Two and 1 the count. Another pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
He has gone up and in on him with the fastball, and he's been successful. Now, can he do it one more time?
2-2 the count. Missed away, and now it is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded, 1 out. Big pitch in the game here. Here it is. Strike 3 called over the outside corner at the knees for out number 2. Martin fans, and now 2 outs, bases loaded for Cohen Elkins.
Wow.
Big pitch there.
That could have gone either way.
It could have. Elkins has grounded out twice, popped out, singled, and scored. Driven home a run. He's 1 for 4.
Wow.
Here we go. The pitch. Ground ball to third. Bobbles it again. Dives to the bag and got it. And the inning is over, and Shaw escapes again. A base is loaded, no out. Jeff, second straight inning that's happened, but they got out of it on the forced play at third. But Lafayette Christian grabs the lead. They score 2 runs in the inning. They do it on 3 hits. There were 2 more errors, 3 more stranded. 10 left by the Knights. We're on to the bottom of the 6th of this yo-yo game. Back and forth we go. Lafayette Christian up by the score of 9-8. Take a breath, Ken. I think I will.
I haven't since about the 3rd inning. Holy
amazing.
Cow. I mean, you know, they give it away, then they take it back. Then they give it away, then they take it back. Just one of the most entertaining high school games I've seen in a long time.
Very much so. It's unconventional, but it's entertaining to say the least.
Right.
I don't think I've seen a game where one team has made 8 errors.
And it's still in it.
And they're still in it with a chance to win the game.
Right. And you know, I want to hand it to both of these young men. They've done a great job of battling out there and keeping their teams in it.
All right, Kenny. Here's my buddy here, the great basketball coach here at Archbishop Shaw, Wes Laurendine, class of 2007 from that other Archbishop, right? 05. I'm Katrina here. Class of 05 over there on Severn.
And a son of one of the guys I went to school with.
Tommy. Yeah, that's right. That's it. So, Tommy Laurendine. Class of 76 there. So, yeah. So, all good. Wes has done a fantastic job with this Eagles program. As good a coach as you'll find anywhere in Louisiana. He's proven that. He's got a great future as well. All right, here we go in the bottom of the 6th inning. Dalton Davidson will bat. There is Davidson. Where this merry-go-round ends, nobody knows, right?
Well, and all we need is extra innings.
You ask. Ball missing, 1-0. You ask, buddy, and you'll see. Perhaps. 1-0 the count. On Dalton Davidson, who has a base hit and a run scored, he's 1 for 3. And he takes it for a strike. It's 1-1. Ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. And a fister towards short. Bentley comes to get it. Snaps his throw right on the money. 1 out. So 1 gone. And now Julian Clarks, who has a double, a single, an RBI. He's 2 for 3.
That's the first time in the game that Shaw doesn't have a runner on to lead off?
No, they didn't have the leadoff man on in the second.
In the second. Okay.
Here's Clarks. Had a big game thus far. And he swings and drives this one a long way to right. Julian Clarks has touched it off. And this game is tied at 9-9. Nobody moved when he made contact with that ball. Destroyed it. Julian Clarks with his 4th home run. He's got a 3-hit game. He's 3/4 of the way to the cycle. And we're starting over again, tied at 9.
Unbelievable.
You get the feeling you're sensing something special here tonight. The way this one's going. Sometimes you have these games. And this just has the feel of one of those, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And the sad part to this is that the loser of this will have to come back after this up and down game.
Tie game now. Missing away, Billiot batting. He's walked, grounded out twice. 0 for 2, 1-0 the count. Ground ball right side of the second baseman, Menard. Down to a knee, gets up, throwing, got his man. Round number 2. So 2 gone. With 2 outs, here's Mills. He's been hit by a pitch, scored a run, reached on an error, struck out. Pitch on the way. Down and away, ball one.
Pitchers are getting a little tired. They're getting behind the count a little bit more. Getting more pitches up in the strike zone. The home run was letter high.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Threw it by him.
Yeah, he was late on that.
A ball and a strike. On Mills. With 2 outs, nobody on. Tied at 9. Missing for a ball. 2-1.
Well, you certainly picked a good game to cover.
Swing and a miss. Threw it by him. So now full 3-2. Down a ball. Well, now it's 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes now.
Put the ball in play.
Here it comes, and it is high, ball 4. Mills is on with 2 outs. And that gets Hayden Perkle to the plate. He's been hit by a pitch, singled twice, scored twice, 2 for 2. Final from Shreveport. Archbishop Rummel 10, Captain Shreve nothing. Tulane commit Giancarlo Arancibia pitches a perfect game for Archbishop Rummel tonight.
That's outstanding.
He's good. Pitch. Outside a ball.
Has that ever been done in the playoffs before? Perfect game?
Well, you had Ricky Ziblich do something in a state championship game. That was a no-hitter, right?
Yeah, he threw a no-hitter.
He didn't pitch a perfect game.
No.
Runner breaks, but goes back on his showed bunt. It's a ball down. It's 2-0. Not bunting for a hit there, obviously. Perkle, who had the bunt single, remember, back in the 5th, a perfect bunt.
Right. Or he was trying to fake bunt steal and the guy didn't go.
Called time before the pitch was made.
Oh, he called the balk.
Called the balk, okay. So now a runner in a scoring position. That's the go-ahead run here in the bottom of the 6th, and that's big. With 2 outs.
Yes, it is.
Two and 0 the count. Stretch again, and the pitch on the way, and it is high, and it is 3-0. So 3 balls and no strikes. The 3-0. That's outside, ball 4. Perkle walks.
Makes you wonder how tired he is, because I know the pitch count has gotten up there now.
Here's Austin Amadio, who singled and struck out twice. Two on. Here's Amadio. He's driven in 6 on the season. His single back in the 5th was a bunt single. Keep that in mind. Check of the runners. Pitch is on the way. It is high for ball 1.
Yep, that's like 8 out of the last 10 have been balls.
And a lot of them up.
Right.
Want to know the count. Strike call, 1-1. That's high, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, pitch was up.
Showed bunt, strike call, 2-2. It was a 5-inning perfect game for Aaron Zabia, a run rule game. Struck out 9 by our count in that one in 5 innings.
Wow.
2-2's in the dirt, so now it's full 3-2, and now it gets very interesting because 3-2, 2 outs, runners will be off with a pitch here.
Well, we think so. They didn't run last time.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
They'll run here.
You know, they
Just
should
saying.
be running.
They run, and he walks on a pitch inside on a close pitch, and the bases are loaded on 3 consecutive walks with 2 outs. And here comes Gavin Richard. Well, we said it before, he can help himself. Well, he's done that. Singled home a run in the 2nd, sacrifice fly in the 5th. He's also been hit by a pitch and scored a run. So he's perfect 1 for 1 with 2 RBI, and he has a big chance here.
Big chance right here. Now, of course, I'm taking a strike from Shaw here. Let's see if the Lafayette Christian pitcher can find a play.
Showed bunt, took a ball, 1-0. You got to take, right?
Absolutely.
Visit to the mound.
And this is a good visit right here. Settle him down. You know, he's obviously been the guy you've gone to all year. And has thrown all your big games for you. And, you know, here's an opportunity. Got behind the count 1-0 here. Just go settle him down. Settle all your guys down. And just say, here, let him hit it. We'll make a play.
Long visit at the mound ensues. Bases loaded on 3 walks with 2 outs. Tied at 9, bottom of the 6th. Game is on the line here. Ball and no strikes. Stretch and the pitch. And he showed bunt, took a ball. He's taking all the way. Kenny.
Yes, he's fake bunting.
Yep.
You know, the bat can be a problem for pitchers where instead of just throwing to the glove, you let the bat distract you.
It's 2-0. Showed bunt, took a strike, 2-1. And now he'll be swinging if he likes it.
And, you know, also when you fake bunt, sometimes you can blind the catcher. And the bat blocks the ball, and the catcher loses the ball. Huh?
Well, he went around 2-2. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The game on the line.
Trying to bunt for a base hit there.
2-2 the count. Runners lead every base. The stretch. Time call by the hitter, Richard. Some game. Here we go. On 2-2. The pitch on the way, and it is a ball. Down and out, and it is full 3-2. And now the merry-go-round begins.
Yep.
Everyone off on the pitch.
The play has to be made to first base if it's a ground ball, because the runners are running.
Here it comes, and a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Big strikeout for Elkins in the inning. A run. 1 hit. No errors. 3 left. 9 left for Shaw. Let's go to the 7th. And we're tied 9-9 in this game scheduled for 7 innings.
Well, now Richard has to go back out and pitch.
Yep.
You got to put that behind him.
No doubt. So the Eagles back to work here in the 7th. 9-9 game. Dalton Davidson is going to take over on the mound for Shaw.
Right.
So Davidson, 6 foot, 172 sophomore, becomes the new pitcher for the Eagles here. Davidson picking up Richard.
Now Davidson looks like he throws low to mid 80s, you know. But after seeing Richard for 3 or 4 at bats, I mean he's going to look like he's throwing 88. You know, now the hitters have to adjust now to a little harder thrower, and looks like he's got a good breaking pitch also. So, you know, we will see.
So no decision for Richard as he departs. 6 innings, 14 hits, 9 runs, but quite a few unearned. He walked 2 and struck out 4. And now Dalton Davidson gets the ball with the game on the line. Here in the 7th, he's got the heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5. Aiden Welch to start it for LCA. And a swing and a foul. It's 0-1.
A little late on that pitch.
Well, again, you sing a pitcher for the first time.
Right.
Changing everything. 0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball toward first. Clark's fair territory. Can't make a play. And again, a leadoff man is on. It's not an easy chance, but again, that's kind of how the game has gone. Another error is the 9th of the game. And second on Clark's. Well, he had 2 chances to make the play. First the ground ball, and then the recovery.
Right.
And couldn't make it. And the go-ahead run is on with nobody out. Anything on the ground, Kenny, is an absolute adventure.
It has absolutely been a question mark every time a ball's hit on the ground. I mean, you got to be bunting him over.
Showed a bunt and took a strike. Shows bunt, bunts it foul, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 9 errors now. And 9 runs in a tie game.
Just quite entertaining.
On 0-2. Move to first.
There are a lot of moms and dads with no fingernails left.
Ready once again. 0-2 pitch. Down and away. And it's 1-2. Tied at 9, top of the 7th, scheduled for 7. Davidson to the plate. Foul back. Bentley stays alive. He's got 2 hits. He's reached on an error, scored a run. He's 2 for 4.
That's a good at bat. That pitch was in on him. He got it off his hands, but he was able to foul it off and keep his at bat alive.
Indeed. 1-2. Hard hit foul down the right field side. holding it 1-2.
This kid's got a good breaking pitch. I wonder if he's going to show it right here. But you hate to slow down or speed up the bat by throwing an off-speed pitch here, but he's got a good curveball.
Yeah, I've only got one earned run charged to Richard in this game. That's a drive to the gap, left center. It's down. Rounding second, on his way to third, the lead runner. Throw to second, he's safe with a double, and the Knights have second and third with nobody out. On a double by Bentley.
That's a great at-bat right there. Good at-bat. Fought off a couple of tough pitches and then hits a gapper to left center field.
A great effort by the center fielder, Perkle.
Absolutely.
Laying out, just couldn't quite get it. And now with nobody out, Hidalgo trying to put the Knights back on top. He singled twice, scored a run. He scored 2 runs, also reached on an error. Here it comes. That is just missing for ball 1. 1-0.
Now Shaw has to be conscious of the squeeze play here because they've run it once already.
One-0 is a strike called. It's 1-1. One. Strike called. It's 1-2.
Great spot. That would have been a tough pitch to hit.
1-2 the count. Here it is. Down and in. It's 2-2.
It looked like the breaking pitch. I couldn't really tell. Richards was so obvious with the big looping curveball.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, nobody out. Tied at 9 in the 7th, and strike 3 called. Gets Hidalgo looking for out number 1.
That looked like a changeup to me. I don't think it was his curveball, but it looked like a changeup. Great pitch.
Well, keep in mind that they've stranded the bases loaded the last 2 innings.
Right.
Second and third, 1 out, the infield in, of course.
Right.
And here is Kerry Amon. Amon had the big 2-run double in the 6th. He's 1-4-3 as a sacrifice as well.
The Knights have had ample opportunities to really explode.
Swing and a miss. Got the fastball by him. No balls and a strike. With the infield in, Davidson has the sign. He is set. He is pitching. And the squeeze is on, and it's a pop-up back toward the screen, and it's on the roof. So they tried the suicide again. Runner was breaking from third. Welch. Pop foul back, and now it is 0-2.
There's got to be a lot of communication there. When the coach gives a squeeze bunt sign, the batter has to acknowledge that he saw it, and the runner has to acknowledge to the coach that he saw it. So there's some pretty serious communication going on there.
Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out for out number 2. So back-to-back strikeouts. And can the Eagles get out of it again? Here comes Jacob Moody, who's got other ideas. He singled twice, reached all 4 times, reached twice on errors as well. Scored once, stolen a base. He's been all over the place. 2 on, 2 outs for Jacob Moody. Davidson ready. Davidson pitching. Swing and a miss. Davidson's got to look fast, as you said, following Richard to the mound.
No question, and they're late on everything right now. It's hard to come up in the first at bat after seeing somebody throwing much slower.
0-1. Foul back, it's 0-2. And if the Eagles get out of this one, Kenny, the momentum swings tremendously.
Absolutely.
0-2 the count. Mr. Moody has other ideas.
Got to be a good hitter with 2 strikes right here.
Welch third, Bentley second, Davidson ready. 0-2 pitch. Took it high, 1-2.
That's a good pitch there. Trying to get him to chase something up in his eyes.
1-2 the count.
Now, you still don't have to give in here. You can still throw something off the plate and try and get him to chase.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. And he got him looking. Burns the outside corner, and the inning is over. 3 consecutive strikeouts. Dalton Davidson pitches around the error. No runs and a hit, an error. 2 more left for Lafayette Christian. They've stranded runners in every inning. 12 overall.
Wow.
Actually 13. Count them. Unlucky number 13. I was born on that day. Bottom of the 7th, we're tied at 9. I have no idea what that means or why I even said it. But it's out there. And don't send me any emails. Cooper Martin is going to take over on the mound. So Cooper Martin to the mound. Elkins goes 6. And now Cooper Martin is on with the game on the line, tied at 7 as we head to the bottom of the 7th, scheduled for 7 innings. What a game.
Great, entertaining ball game. I just hope either losing coach doesn't hit the bar when he leaves this game. Because for Shaw, it's been the number of errors, and for the Knights, it's been the base runners they've left on base.
So now, Cooper Martin taking over.
I want to commend both those young men that started this ball
man,
game.
they just didn't have much support, did they?
You know, I mean, both of them, I was impressed with how they battled, how resilient they were, and just, you know, kept their ball clubs in it.
The line on Elkins, 6 innings, 11 hits, 9 runs, 7 earned, walked 4, struck out 4. Gave 2 homers and a wild pitch and hit 3 batters. And a balk. He's out of it with no decision. It's now belonging to Cooper Martin and to Dalton Davidson. And here we go with Jace LaCava to lead it off. LaCava is homered, he's doubled, and he's had a sacrifice fly. And oh, by the way, reached on an error in his other at-bat.
Right.
Couldn't have the better hitters up there if you're Shaw.
No, not at all.
Tied at 9 here in the bottom of the 7th. And away we go. First pitch. Outside and high, ball 1 from Cooper Martin.
Now, you know, there's not much difference between Cooper and Elkins. You know, this one throws a little bit harder, but not the big difference between Richard and Davidson.
That one's away. It's 2-0.
You know, and he started off with 2 breaking pitches. You don't want to walk the leadoff batter going into the bottom of the 7th.
2-0 the count. LaCava waits. Martin takes his time, and here it comes. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. Kind of a cutting action, and it's 2-1. Sulphur a winner over Destrehan 5-0 in game 1 of their 3-game series at Sulphur.
That should be a good series, too.
Oh, Sulphur's so good. Strike call. And it is 2-2. Those teams in Southwest Louisiana are absolutely nails. 2-2 the count. Swing and a smash to the gap in left center. That ball sinking, it's dropping for a hit. LaCava's on his way to second. And the potential winning run is at second base with nobody out. What a game Jace LaCava has had. A home run, 2 doubles, a sac fly. He's at second with nobody out.
All right, now do we bunt him the 3rd? That's the question mark.
Cameron Maroney Bolden singled, reached on a fielder's choice, lined out, grounded out. Maroney Bolden waits. Stretch pitch, gonna bunt. He bunts it toward 3rd. It is a fair ball, and it's gonna be a hit. Base hit from Maroney Bolden. Do or die play by the 3rd baseman. Couldn't make it, and it's 1st and 3rd. Nobody out. And here comes Dalton Davidson, who's the pitcher of record now, and now has a chance to make his team a winner. We're going to send Kenny down if this game ends to go get the winning coach and the stars of the game. Right now, Jace LaCava and maybe Dalton Davidson, who's at the plate right now if he drives in the winner. Yep. And LaCava's got a home run, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs. And here's Davidson trying to win it for himself. Infield is in. Nobody out. He takes it high. Runner breaks for second, but no throw. And that eliminates Force, but then they're not worried about him anyway because they're coming home. 1-0 the count. One ball, no strikes on Davidson. Takes a strike, a good breaking ball. It's 1-1. All right. 1-1 the count, and swinging a ground ball, base hit, left field, it's over. The Eagles have won it by the score of 10-9. Dalton Davidson drives home the winner, and what a game and what a finish. What a start to an incredible series. Dalton Davidson on a 1-1 pitch singles home the game winner, and the Eagles win it by the score of 10-9. Wow. Wow, wow. What a baseball game this was here tonight. You're going to see all types of games if you hang around this game long enough, and this was one of those games that you're going to remember for a while. Crazy, unusual. The errors were a big part of it, but the big hits, the big performances, huge. And the Eagles have the biggest one of all when this one's over with. And they get it done by the score of 10-9 here tonight. Amazing game in all phases. And I do know. I have never seen a team win a game that's made 9 errors in a game. Never. I just saw it happen. You stick around long enough, you're going to see it all. And I think we have seen it all here based upon what we saw here tonight. Unbelievable game here tonight as Archbishop Shaw wins it by the score of 10-9. Absolutely amazing here tonight, to say the least. We'll get Kenny to home plate, and we'll get him in place to get the winning coach, Chad Foray, here momentarily. So we'll send it down to Kenny with Coach Foray.
Hey, and great ball game. Talk to me about how resilient your bunch was.
Well, we started out the season young, and with all the games we played, the battles, and they just learned that you just can't give in. It's never over, and they're young and hungry.
Well, what impressed us so much was how much you gave them, and then your guys just still battle back to stay in the ball game.
Yeah, look, this is probably our best performance at the plate the whole year. Best time for it to happen.
Right.
Did some things that we shouldn't have done defensively. But hitting-wise, they did a good job.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, congratulations and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Mr. Davidson, how you doing?
Good.
Great ball game tonight?
Thank you.
All right, talk to me. What's going through your head? Second and third, nobody out, and you're on the hill.
Put the ball in play and let my team work.
Very good, very good. They did a great job with the 3 strikeouts in a row. Now, what are you thinking in that last at-bat?
Last at-bat, put the ball in play.
Very, very good.
Get my chance to score.
Very good. You were throwing the ball pretty well. How'd you feel out there?
Pretty good. I felt confident.
That sounds great. Well, look, hey, congratulations. Good luck tomorrow. Take care. Thanks, Kenny.
Okay, thanks, Kenny. Appreciate that. Great job. And what an incredible game here tonight. You're just not going to see games like this very often. It had pretty much everything. Everything. When you look at the way this game unfolded and the way it ended, for that matter, as well. And you get the outcome with Archbishop Shaw winning it by the score of 10-9 over Lafayette Christian. Eagles continue to play well. They've won 11 of 13. Here are the totals of the ball game for Archbishop Shaw. 10 runs, 14 hits, 9 errors, and 11 left on base. For Lafayette Christian, 9 runs, 15 hits, 2 errors, and they left 13 men on base. The winning pitcher here this evening was Dalton Davidson, who came in and pitched that shutout frame to get the win Davidson getting the job done for his team, and he improves to 3-4 with the victory here. The losing pitcher was Cooper Martin, who came on in relief to take the loss. The game took 2 hours and 15 minutes to play, and the Eagles win it by the score of 10-9 in absolutely amazing fashion. 2 hours and 15 minutes to play, and it seemed like it took a lot longer than that based upon the way the game unfolded. Just an amazing game to watch, an amazing finish to say the least, an amazing victory for the Shaw Eagles as it unfolds here tonight. So just a special occasion. Now the winner of this series will play the winner of number 1 St. Louis Catholic and the 17 seed David Thibodeau. That one is the other series taking place on this side of the bracket that people will have to pay mind to. But right now, Shaw gets a leg up in this series, winning it by the score of 10-9 here tonight. What an incredible, strange, wild, unusual, trying to find the right words, ball game. Oh, by the way, what a win tonight for Holy Cross on the road. Beat number 3 seed Alexandria 5-4. The Tigers with a huge win in game 1 there. So Davidson gets the win, improves to 3-4. 2 hours and 15 minutes to play. Eagles had 14 hits. The Knights had 15 hits. The two teams combined to strand 24 runners on base. And Kenny Forsang back with us. Now, Kenny, as I said, I don't think I've ever seen a game where a team made 9 errors and they won a baseball game. In fact, I know I've never seen that.
No. I mean, usually it's a 10-run rule when you make 8 or 9 errors in a game. But, the Knights probably stranded, and I'm guessing probably stranded 15
They
runners.
Stranded 13.
13.
Yeah,
okay.
in 7 innings.
Yep.
And the Eagles stranded 11.
Well, and that's because those guys made good pitches when you had to.
Well, I mean, again, just such an unusual game. Just a final thought or two as a takeaway here tonight from what you saw.
Well, I think the key word here for both of these clubs is just the resilient. You keep making mistakes, yet you keep battling back. It was a seesaw game. I guess the lead changed hands 4 times. And, just neither team had quit in them. Neither one played, well defensively, but both pitched well and both swung the bats very well. So, what an exciting ball game for the fans here. Just a great, entertaining ball game on a great night for baseball.
Well, it really was, and what a win for the Eagles. And the Knights are good enough to come back. Of course, they'll play tomorrow, and the opportunity is still there for the Knights, and we'll see what happens because the way these two teams are matched up, Kenny, we figured this would be an evenly matched series. I think we got a really good taste of that tonight. Oh,
no question about it. These two teams are almost kind of spitting images of one another. Each one of them with 2 or 3 very, very good hitters. They threw their best guys tonight. And, let's just hope the defenses show up tomorrow to play a little better defensively.
Thank you, my friend. It's been a pleasure.
It was fun. Thank you.
Well, again, tomorrow they'll play at 11:30 a.m. Game 2. If Shaw wins, it's over. If LCA wins, the third game will follow that one immediately tomorrow. So that is the situation at Winterscheid. What a game tonight. Eagles win it by the score of 10-9 over the Knights. Want to thank our masters here tonight, Mr. Utzler, Mr. Fisher. Thank you for a job well done. Thank you, Mr. Forsang. And we want to thank Lenny Van Gilder, our entire crew, for helping make this happen this evening. Go to CrescentCitySports.com for the story of the game later on and the video as well. You can watch it anytime free via replay at Crescent City Sports. Once again, our final, Shaw 10, Lafayette Christian 9. Ken Trahan from Winterscheid Stadium saying thanks for joining us and be a good sport. God bless you one and all. We are rounding third and heading home. So long.